job. I got a job. Got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't produce it, it ain't fake.
Like on a job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. You know it's live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check. You boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit. You know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee. Love that flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk. Vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up. I see you later. It's nothing personal. I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills. Can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes. My bees hacked. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30. Get it crackin'. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we date. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I got the job. I got the job. I got a job. I got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't produce it, it ain't fake.
Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check. You boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit. You know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee. Love that flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk. Vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up. I see you later. It's nothing personal. I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills. Can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes. My bees hacked. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30. Get it crackin'. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Black on the job. I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO. Don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the Hive. I just got a new promotion. Give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job.
Hi guys. theme song so much. How are my bees doing today, guys? Oh, okay. So today, I should have warned y'all. We are definitely going into a lot of information today. Okay, we got a lot of information going. I decided I got to test out one of my theories and training. So I have a big workshop coming up. Um, them boys want to pay us five figures. So y'all about to get a free workshop tonight. Okay, Markeisha, Valencia, Tia, and yes, Angel, you like our new song? Okay, I'm still working on it, right? Hi, Ann. Hi, Karina, Mil Alfreda, Zena. Zale, I see you on YouTube. The song is so lit, guys. Okay, okay. And while we are going through everything, I want y'all to know we got to go over. Okay, I'm so excited about the workshop, y'all. I'm skipping. I'm skipping. Okay, so hi. If this is your first time here, my name is Admin Sin. I'm the founder of Black on the Job. We are a career development space geared towards getting Black professionals to six figures, and we do so through low cost to no cost career services. On Wednesdays, we do lives going over careers, different pathways. We have helped 275,000 plus Black professionals since 2018. And we're at 300 million in salary increases between 295 and 3 million. Well, yeah, I got to wait till my last reports come out. But yeah, we got a lot of money going on and we're here to help. Okay. Today, we're going to be discussing resumes, but a part of discussing these resumes, we're going to first discuss career leaps. Okay. So I want you guys to pay attention. Okay. We got Florida in the house. Hey, V. We're going to pay attention to the career transition and why it matters and how things work. You guys are going to have to participate. This will help you learn stuff too. Okay. This will help you. So put a B in the chat if you're going to be participating today. Put a B in the chat. Let me see your B's. Let me see your B's. Let me see your B's. Put a B in the chat. Put a B in the chat. Let me see your B's. We got some stuff to go over, y'all. Yes, yes, we got some stuff to go over. Let me see y'all B. Let me see y'all B. What we're going to be going over first. Let me put my little B up. When I write, you write. Let's see. Can I put my little B up by itself? I can't. Okay. We're going to be going over a few things today. And this is going to help a lot of y'all who want to make career transitions but don't know how to. Thank you, Lisa. Y'all see Lisa over there? Look at Markeisha. Y'all see that? Y'all need to follow suit. Now, you guys are going to remember two things, right? Two things. Two things first. And what you're going to remember is manager, mom, director, dad. Manager, mom, director, dad. Now, I heard some white woman give this little thing she's talking about instead of saying she put all the PC words up in there and all that stuff. I don't know them. Okay. I'm a little bit off when it comes to PC words. So what do I mean by that? We're going to be talking about a average, normal, typical, usual family structure. I am not saying that whatever choice is, whoever you laid up with is a problem. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. But we're going to have to use some terminologies that we all understand here. Okay. All right. Don't be pulling no Sharon Sharpton type shit. Okay. We're going to be talking about some normal stuff. Okay. This will help people understand the difference between being in management versus being in director and leadership. Okay. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Let me start off there. You got, you lesbian, bisexual, transsexual, any of the actuals, that ain't got shit to do with what we talking about today. Ain't nobody picking on you. Get over it. We're just having a normal conversation. Okay? We love you as long as you Black. I don't care who you lay up with. I don't care, what sex you are. I do care if you Black. Okay? So let's get started. Yes, Zell, your son here. It's okay. You always catch the recordings. So when we look at a typical family structure, we know that there are roles and duties of how a household is done. And so when you start thinking about your career and you start thinking about how to move up in management and how to move up the career ladder, one way that's very easy to understand the positions and what is needed is by remembering exactly what I tell the resume writers who are in charge of $300 million in salary increases is manager, mom, director, dad. Okay. What does that mean? That means that when we start looking at the duties of what a manager does versus what a director does, we can look at a traditional family structure and figure out who does what. So let's say, for instance, we are one big family and mama and daddy is in the household, right? Daddy is there as a director to create the plans. Let's say, for instance, he decides that we're moving to California, right? So, director dad has made a plan and he has created a plan for us to move to California. He's probably decided that we need to make more money, or he's already took into account things like, oh gosh, guess what? Tanita Martham, one of my kids, she may have to adjust to this new high school. Okay, she's in high school now. Is this going to really impact her senior career? He has to take all those things into effect, right? He also has to think about how much it's going to cost. He's going to probably think about, what risk is going to happen. And he's going to come up with a contingency plan on how and how we're going to make this move. So, corporate company. That's why I have it under company structure. Now, if you've been with Black on a Job for a while, I've been lying to you for 3 years now, telling you I'm going to make this nice. And we haven't done it yet. Okay. Now, when we think about a traditional family household, a mama, daddy, right? We know that daddy is the person that decides how this family is going to work. He's the one that's doing the planning, right? Hey, we're moving to California. You don't see him every single day. That's why you don't see a director every single day. Daddy is not the person that's going to be managing the move, right? He may have told us we move in and decided where we move, right? He may have decided how much it's going to take to move, right? He may have decided that based off the goals that he has. Hey, if we move to California, I get this tech job in Silicon Valley. This will help us. Well, I'm gonna have to put, $200 aside every check in order for us to make this move. He's the one that standardizes and creates how this family is going to be, right? He's also doing risk analysis. He says, you know what, Sarita Atiras, I don't know. She's in her senior year of high school. Will this impact her grades if she goes to college? But if we get her in California and we put her in a private school, this may end up increasing her options of schools that she can do, and I've always known that I want my baby girl Sarita to be a doctor or a tech person. So us living in Silicon Valley is exactly what we need to do. And so the reason why, right? The reason why, or the reason how I can make sure I put my family in the best position is to first understand what the goal is. The goal is to make sure that my kids have excellent educational and career opportunities, right? And I want to do that because we niggas and we try and make sure we have some generational wealth, right? And I don't want my kids growing up the same way that I grew up with the less opportunities that I had, because I know that it was harder on me, right? And we Muslim. So he already know. He got about 1 to 4 wives, right? Go ahead and put a B in the chat if that makes sense on Director Dad's duties. Director Dad is here to strategize, and strategy means to find problems, right? There are going to be problems that come along the way, right? So moving to California, he found the problem. Hey, we in bumfuck Egypt, Mississippi. Serena ain't gonna be able to move into tech out here, right? So he found that problem. He's thinking ahead, right? He understands the goals. He understands why things exist. He understands what happens if the goal doesn't work out. And he understands how much the goal is going to cost us, right? We are trying to make sure that we make it, right? That's daddy. That's daddy's job. That's director dad. Director dad, director dad, director dad. He is the person that comes up with the plans. He oversees it, right? He creates the budget. He says how much we got to go towards it. He's the person that comes up with those goals. He got these big ass goals for Sarita. He knows how much of the family income is going to be coming every month toward going towards this Sarita. He's also standardizing how we about to run this family. We gonna have a family of some strong Black professionals. Yeah, that's what we doing over here. That's our culture. My kids, they know themselves. You get what I mean? He's doing risk analysis now. We got to make this move before she enters high school, right? We got to make this move right when she's in middle school, because once she gets into high school, this can impact her grades, maybe, her acclimating to a different culture. We from Mississippi, we some Southern folks. I don't want to go out there with no drawl up in them Cali streets, And if I do that, forecast. If I do that, this is what I predict can happen. We can get Sarita into a better school district. This will increase her college chances. This will put us in that position. Okay? This is director dad. Daddy is the thinker. Director dad. Now, it's okay if you got to rewatch it, Lauren. It's okay. We're going to get this example a few different times, and just stay right there. You might catch on, right? Now, when we talk about a director daddy, for all of us looking for some zaddies out there, right? Hubbies, right? We want a man that provides and protects, right? We ask for a man with leadership. We ask for a man with vision, right? When you think of director, and if you start thinking of a directorship, leadership, I want you to think of director dad, right? Provisions, creating the budget. Boom, there goes the provisions. So let's put provisions in purple, right? Provisions. Bitch better have my money. What are we gonna say? Provisions. Provisions, right? Protection, let's put protection in orange. Protection looks like what? Risk analysis, forecasting, contingency, right? Contingency planning, that's protection, okay? Right? You got to buy the gun ahead of time, because we living in a bad area. You gotta, protection, forecasting. Hey, we gonna be out, when back in the day, niggas used to make sure they sit on the outside of the bench. Yeah. Y'all get in first, because you already know. Right? They plan this shit. Protections and provisions. Leadership. Let's put leadership in blue, right? We looking for a nigga that leads. That means you got to be over here, my dude. Right? This is what leadership looks like. Leading is the person in the front making plans that go forward, right? So this is what that looks like. This is a leading ship. This is a leader. Boom, 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 boom. Leaders in blue, right? Right? Establishing, right? This is leading, right? Boom, 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 boom. You got to think about this shit ahead of time, right? I hope I don't break nobody up tonight. Okay? Vision. Creating it from scratch. That's the vision, right? So, when you're looking for zaddies out here, we're asking for a director dad. You want to know if you got a good man? Look right here on the screen. This is what provision, protection, leadership, and vision looks like. Now, planning, that could actually be vision too right here, actually. Okay? So, director dad. Now, y'all know that when we look at a title, we're chopping it in half. I'm talking about this first portion of the title. It doesn't matter what department you're in. I don't care if you're in the marketing department, the operations department, the finance department, the tech department, or the HR department. These are your duties. You are director dad. Who did that make sense to? Who made sense? Who that made sense to? Who's like, I am lost in the sauce, girl? Who is confused? Who is confused? Who's like, I got it? You got it, B? Y'all got it? Right? Director dad. Daddies get paid to think. Yes, Makiba. Let them know. Let them niggas know. Are you a director dad? Because I'm looking, I know what the hell. Yeah, sometimes we get caught up in the words and we think that, oh my God, it's going to be way more complicated than what we think it's going to be. But this is what every director does, no matter what. No matter what. Now, is director dad managing all them goddamn kids? No. No. Is director dad the person that's doing, performance management? Is he sitting down with Sarita and asking Sarita why the fuck she got an F in this class and tutoring her and making sure that she gets back up to par? No. We haven't got to manager mom yet. We haven't gotten to manager mom yet. Right? Is director dad, does this talk about director dad having a team that he's sitting here and he's managing this team and he's ensuring that this team is doing their deliverables on time? Does this say that? No. I know, Ann. I know, girl. Right? This is not that. Sometimes I say it's time for you guys to move into leadership, and y'all say, I don't want to manage nobody. You and I both know that daddy ain't out there managing them kids. That's manager mom. Director dad is not here to manage. Director dad is out here to provide, protect, lead, and visualize. Yes, Tracy. Yes, Tracy. You know what, Tracy? Inbox me. You just want you a free resume, a free ticket to the DIY workshop. Exactly. Director dad, tell his women to do that. He Muslim. He got about 1 to 4 wives. Right? So, ding, 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 ding. Oh, Sin, I don't want to move into directorship because I don't want to manage a whole bunch of people. You director dad. We in America. You got to stop at 4. We Muslim. Director dad may have up to 4 managers underneath them. And we're talking about a typical family, a typical company size. We're not talking about Amazon, right? The average director, has about 1 to 4 managers underneath them. Okay? All right? So, manager mom is traumatized. She's in a trauma unit. Okay? She gets paid to solve problems. Now, wait a minute, Sin. You just told me that the strategist is finding problems and solving. No, they're just creating solutions. Creating the solutions. Guess who got to carry them solutions out? Manager mom. Trauma unit. Ding, 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 ding. We're in the trauma unit. Manager mom. Manager mom. Manager mom. Manager mom. Mothers, y'all know this. My director dad just got 1 wife and my 3 other personalities. Bye, Makiba. Now we're down here to manager mom. So, director dad can say all these different things, but then manager mom is the one that's managing what director dad has decided. The decisions. Decision maker. Decision maker, right? Manager mom is paid to solve problems. You're paid to be in trauma. Now, y'all can tell I'm always using this. This is what I show the writers, right? Now, let's look. Let's look. Now, manager mom got all these kids. Makiba always talking out of turn, as y'all can see out here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We got Brenda. She got Tracy. She got Tia, Shay, right? Sarita, right? So manager mom got all them kids. That's what manager mama got, right? And she is solving all of the problems. This is what management is. Okay? Now, she has to do performance management. Hey, Isha, let me check them grades. Right? Manager mom tells us how the house got to be clean. Daddy said that he wants a clean ass house with some clean ass kids. He don't want no kids walking around this motherfucker with some nappy ass head, with their head all over their place. He might say, "Oh, I don't want my kids walking around with no hoochie ass outfits." He can say all that stuff, but it is mama who puts it in place. Right? Mama the one that's going to sit down and teach us how to do our hair. Mama's the one who's going to be sitting there making sure you did your homework. She's going to be coaching you. Some shit happens. She's the one mentoring you, right? And we got to sell the kids on the idea of moving to California. So I got to go talk to Sarita and I got to start selling this idea. Sarita, baby, you always said you wanted to move into tech. You've been talking about how you want to be an influencer. I know that daddy put this move out of nowhere, but I promise you that us moving to California, is going to be one of the best decisions, right? You're going to be close to LA. We'll be able to really build out your career. This is for you. You would love this. You would love this, right? Mama, manager mom. Now, daddy told us we only get $250 a month for groceries. Manager mom has to manage that money. Make sure that it's enough money. Manager mom got to make sure that the kids get to school on time, right? And manager mom is always doing risk and crisis management, right? Avoiding problems, right? Her job is to make sure we don't come out terrible, all right? She's the one that's doing process improvement and implementation. What does that look like, Sin? Process improvement and implementation mean, you know what? We used to take, she may do meal planning. Before she come home, right? It's 5 o'clock. She start cooking food late, 7, 8 o'clock. Process improvement. You know what? I'm going to cook one big old meal on Sundays. And on Sundays, we're going to sit down for family dinner. Right? That's what manager mom does. Manager mom has to have solutions for every single kid in every single aspect, making sure that you guys are doing well in school, making sure she trained you how to be a good adult, how she's going to be encouraging you, mentoring you. She's the one that gets you excited and lifts you up, right? And she has to have different communication styles depending on the kid. All the mamas in the room. Do you talk to all your kids the same way? No. Because the kids got different communication tactics, right? Some kids are better than others. Some kids, you got to text. Some kids, you got to call. But you got to come up with some creative ways to get them to eat their vegetables, get them to go to school, get them to, pass their classes. This is what it looks like to be manager mom. Manager mom is trauma unit, right? Sarita, you the kid. You ain't a team lead yet. Okay. Who understands now? Are mothers overworked and underpaid? Absolutely. Duh. Right? Because she got to have solutions for every single portion of people. Then how the house runs, right? On top of that, she got to do risk and crisis management, making sure her sons ain't getting into no trouble, avoiding problems, networking with the schools, making sure the kids come out good, making sure things are running smoothly. She has to make sure that her family is of high quality. Okay? Who understands manager mom better? As moms, y'all should understand manager mom. Think about the duties of manager mom. Okay? Okay, Sarita, you got a whole bribery going on at the house, right? Manager mom has to manage every single child's performance, um, quality, time. She got money to manage. She's overworked. She's underpaid. She's exhausted. She's the octopus. She got her hands in every single pot. And director dad is always coming up with new decisions that she has to manage. New decisions that she got to manage. We gonna be moving to California, babe. What about how much you only okay? So we only got $300 this month for food. Shit, I'm gonna have to make it work. Managers got to make it work, right? Oh gosh, shit. Now I'm looking at this budget. Ooh, yeah, we only gonna have about 350 this month for gas. Shit, we're gonna have to make it work. Managers got to make it work with what's given to them by director dad. Yes, stressed out, leaving work early. Manager mom, manager mom. Now, a lot of people say, admin sin. Oh, admin sin. I'm so tired of being in management. How do I move out of management? I don't want to manage. No, 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 no. You want to know why you're still managing? Because you haven't started forecasting and projecting. So I'll give you the example that I give my writers. Let's say, for instance, we're the manager at McDonald's. We've been managing McDonald's for 10 years, right? We've been managing McDonald's for 10 years. We got umpteen 11 employees underneath us. We're the managers, right? This is what happens. Every single St. Patty's time, we start selling them damn St. Patrick Day McFlurries, right? Patty McFlurry. What they called, y'all? What them patties called? What them things called? The McShit. What was it? What's this shit called? Well, let me look it up. McFlurry, St. Patrick's. What is it called? St. Patrick's McFlurry. The Shamrock Shake. Okay, perfect. So we know that we got the Shamrock Shake. What happens when we have a Shamrock Shake? The damn line at McDonald's is around the goddamn building, right? Shamrock Shake time, right? Niggas act like they ain't never had a vanilla ice cream with some green food color. During that time, we know that we're going to have a lot more customers. We got some new products, right? And we got the same problems. We got a bunch of people that don't feel like coming into work because they know that the Shamrock Shake mean that the damn line is around the corner looking like an anaconda, right? Manager. Directorship is preparing ahead of time. Uh-oh, right? But the issue is that guess what? The line is longer. That means that manager has more work than usual. So the time that the manager will break free and start showing some assistant directorship is when they plan ahead. I know every St. Patrick's Day, we going to be in the Shamrock Shake time. So what I do is I say, you know what? Angel ass is always late on Fridays. But Tracy wants Saturday and Sunday off. I'm going to talk to Tracy and I'm going to let her know, hey, take Angel shift on Friday. And if you take that shift, I'll give you X, Y, and Z. Boom, right? They start looking at the schedule and start getting things done ahead of time. They may say, Yesha, get your ass out in that parking lot and start taking some orders ahead of time like Chick-fil-A do, right? So the manager is starting to decrease their work by making contingency plans ahead of time. Boom. Uh-oh. Now they're acting like daddy director. He's doing a risk analysis, right? Angel ass is always late. Right? I know that these white folks gonna act like they never had vanilla ice cream with green food coloring before. And so what I'm gonna do Contingency means like, like, like we're contingent upon some things, right? So you know what? I'm gonna see if Yesha could start taking the orders outside in the parking lot, right? And so this is my new little decision I'm gonna make as a manager in order to solve the problems before they are problems. Uh-oh. Starting to act like a director. Does that make sense? Now, why do all managers do that? Because they're overworked. You want them to start thinking why they're having all these problems put on them, right? So not only is it Shamrock time, but Director Dad, our regional director, said he don't want nobody in line for less than 5 minutes. He wants 200 shake soda a day. So now you got to sit here as manager mom and train the little employees and tell them to make sure they ask everybody, would you like to add a Shamrock shake with that order? So you got to do that. You try to make sure that's going on. And then you also got to think ahead. That's the reason why you will see overworked, underpaid people who stay in management forever because they're really good at solving problems, but they're not really good at looking for problems and solving problems ahead of time while solving the problems that are in front of them while managing employees and avoiding risks. It takes someone that's able to think dynamically to move into directorship. And they then earn the spot of directorship. You can't move into directorship because how you going to find problems and create solutions if your ass ain't never found a problem before? You might be very good at solving problems, but are you good at finding them? Are you good at thinking ahead? Are you good at understanding why goals exist? Are you good at, understanding what happens if the goal doesn't work out? That's the difference. You may be excellent at solving problems, but can you solve a problem that's never even been a problem before because you understand how these problems come about and you already got a solution for the problem that's not even there? Right? Manager mom, director dad. You know what that looks like? In a household, that looks like mommy manager. She barely able to manage her own emotions, the kids' emotions, this is and that and this. And then guess what? The kids move out the house. Daddy, director dad is always at work. Mommy manager can't even figure out what the fuck she's gonna do next in life. She's like, I don't know. I never thought about what I was gonna do once all the kids moved out. That vision, that thinking ahead thing, right? Mommy manager may look like, yeah, you're asking me about like what I want to do in 5 years, and I got to figure out dinner for tonight. I got too many problems to think you want me. Like, yeah, I can't. That's us saying we're stressed, we're overwhelmed. I can't think about, I don't have time to sit here and figure out what I'm going like what we're going to be doing for, next year's Thanksgiving. Like I got 5 kids I got to pick up today from school. And on top of that, the house is dirty. And on top of that, I got to go make sure the car has gas in it because so-and-so got a football game tonight. And on top of that, the clothes haven't been washed in 17 days. And now the house is a fucking wreck. There's clothes piled up. And on top of that, you want to ask me, what are we doing for Thanksgiving this year? I'm overworked. I can't think about that. I'm on mental capacity. I'm on mental overload. I'm done. Right? That's a manager. They're done. They have to get to that breaking point to where they go from, yeah, I'm going to have to create a schedule because Sarita ass going to have to start washing these clothes every Wednesday. Because once they start piling up, then I'm left with my weekends to have to do all the goddamn clothes. I'm going to have Lisa study with Tracy, and Tracy and Lisa are going to have to start training each other and start tutoring each other. Go help your little sister with that goddamn math homework, okay? Now I got to start doing other stuff. Brittany, you need to start driving. You're going to have to start picking up your brother from school. So if we do that, then I'll be able to get this done. She's got to start moving ahead, right? but she doesn't have any bandwidth. Good one, Akaswa. Good one. She doesn't have the bandwidth to start strategically planning ahead of time because she is overloaded. And that's how people stay in management. They have to get to the point to where they can think for now and for the future by looking at the past all at the same time. But it's very difficult to do that if everything's right in front of your face. Who's ever felt like manager mom and someone tried to bring you a solution and you're like, I'm just here to vent? You're like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can take my kid. Yeah, I got a soccer game. I got to take my son to football practice. My daughter, she gets out of her singing lessons at 5 p.m. And on top of that, I'm trying to get dinner done. You know, I'm leaking out of one titty. I got the baby on my titty. I'm trying to figure out all this stuff together. Delegation is director dad's duty, Cheryl. Cheryl said we should be delegating. That's a director dad. Because director dad gonna put that on mommy manager, managing mom, right? Yes, Lisa. You know what? Y'all experiences as a mother has made me not want to have kids at all. You see that? You see, Lisa talking about management has made me not want to work at all. Someone earlier said manager mom is the main reason why she ain't got no kids. Right? Yeah, and shitty role, right? Now, the issue is that in order for you to direct, to lead, to standardize, to put things in place, you first have had to understand all the shit that could go wrong. Right? Now, Yesha has brought in what I call the snitch. Big sister. Big sister. Big sister. Okay? Kids and employees equal gray hair. Tracy, you ain't never lied. Now, let's talk about the children. Right? Now, if you want to know what an analyst is, listen up. First, let's make sure. Do we understand manager mom versus director dad? I'm about to show you guys who's older sister in a minute, but first, let's see. Do we get manager mom versus director dad? Now, while we're getting the comments, put a B in the chat if you get it. This is the reason why some people say, oh, you know, the director, he doesn't do shit. All he does is like come in, make some plans and leave. He's director dad. Director dad. We're going to start talking. Did I just see a white person put a thumbs up sign? One of y'all are super light. Did I just see a white person? Hold on. Jesus Christ in heaven. Esther, how we figure out who just made a thumbs up sign? Is there a white person in the room with us? Get out, because I'm going to find you after this live, because I can go back and see the likes. If you are a white person up in here, we will find you, and we will block you. I think I saw a white person. Who's that? No, I didn't. My bad. Lauren, you got the blonde hair girl, the button. It was too many likes at the same time. False alarm, false alarm, false alarm, false alarm, false alarm. I just saw blonde. It was too fast. It was too fast. Okay. My bad. Okay. and it is not. And says slave versus dictator. And we have to understand that director dad has a purpose. Director dad has a purpose. Someone has to do all the thinking and moving things ahead, right? Now, big sister enters a chat. Okay. Big sister. Big sister enters a chat. Now, we want to know what an analyst is. Let me tell you. All right. And this goes to the resume that we did. So I'm going to show you how we create an analyst. So, big sister. Big sister has been with mama and daddy the longest, right? She know daddy. She know mama. She know exactly what makes them tick. She knows exactly how mama likes the household ran. She knows exactly what daddy is looking for. She has all the insights on the family, right? She the one that saw auntie before. All y'all, you ain't never met this auntie when she was born. You get what I'm saying? Mom's best friend, everybody, right? Mama, big sister, has insight knowledge, right? We're going to look at the family as the company, as the industry, right? The family is the industry, and big sis knows it all. She the one that's sitting up on late night with you and be like, girl, I don't know. I think daddy gonna end up sleeping on the couch tonight. Why? So let me tell you, a few years ago, he had came home late like this before, and mama was just as pissed. And she called Auntie Beverly, and Auntie Beverly told her to put that nigga out. And mama said, no, she gonna make him sleep on the couch. So I'm looking at the time, and you see mama, she texting Auntie Beverly right now. Oh, daddy going on the couch. Daddy is going on the couch. Watch, watch, watch. That's big sister, right? Big sister has the historical knowledge, right? All of us can be big sister. Now, in African traditional households, right? And actually within Black Americans, so let's not lie. It doesn't matter what child you are, typically, the oldest and first son is everybody's baby. It's daddy's heir, it's mama's baby boy. And so the eldest son position outside of the youngest son is always a coveted position, right? Eldest daughter is always highly regarded with lots of respect. Let me tell you why. Let me show you what I'm getting at. Now, older sister, mama, as Admin Yesha just told us, tells us mama and daddy decide to have a date night. They put older sister in charge. Older sister is running that motherfucking household like ain't nobody ever did it before. But she's also the biggest snitch, right? So, older sister is apple of daddy's eye, and we here to tell on April Lynn. So, she like this. Daddy. So, I took April phone the other day, and she was texting that boy, and then they met up. You remember that time when she said that she was going to go with Esther, and her and Esther were going to the mall? They did not go to the mall. Did you know that April actually went to go meet up with that boy? What? What do you mean? Go find out. Look, so they thinking about meeting up again this Friday. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Uh-oh. She done did her researches, right? She researches, she reviews, and I know that they're doing that because that's what they did last time, and she reports. Analyst, research, reviews, reports. Research, reviews, and reports. Right? Now, she might really tell on Tracy. She might say, and daddy, do you know that every day after school, she gets on the 125 bus and she goes straight to that boy's house? You're like, okay, okay. I got something for that ass. I got something for that ass, right? April fast ass goes, she didn't took her shirt. Y'all know back in the day, you start tying it up here, you got your little stomach out and shit. You done revamped your uniform, right? And you at the bus stop, and you at the wrong bus stop. You walk up to the bus stop, and there go your daddy. Fancy meeting you here. Damn. How did he do that? Right? He got insight knowledge that allowed him to make a strategic decision. Big sister is the analyst. Now, a lot of y'all are like, well, big sister is like the mama. Well, the thing is that she's not overworked and underpaid. She is premium to daddy director, right? And she is held in the same high regard as mommy, manager, respect level. We're not doing no Shannon Sharps around here, but she has skipped the line, right? She has skipped the line. She has industry knowledge and she's here to review, research, and report. Big sister. She is the family snitch. Now, we all know that sometimes it's big sister, but sometimes you got an unsuspected child who moves up the ranks into the coveted spot of favorite child by being the family snitch, right? And that's how we move a lot of our bees who are entry level, right? So, a lot of times, your industry knowledge, this is the resume. This is one of y'all resumes that y'all turned in all raggedy and shit. It's okay, right? Right? So, as an HR specialist, you may think that you have an entry level position. You know, there's nothing I can get. I'm not really doing much. All I'm doing is supporting the new hires, giving them their benefits presentation, and processing it and completing employment verifications. Bye, Makiba. You can go higher, but you can't go lower. Higher. I'll show you guys what CEOs do, right? Now, this is what we turned their resume into. Oh, a human capital analyst. Sam, what the fuck? How did you do that? Well, because industry knowledge is really how that family snitch knows how to snitch. It's not about just reporting stuff. It's about knowing when to let daddy know what he needs to know, when, where, and why. Right? So, analyzing onboard benefits trends for 60 hires per cycle, using the HR systems, right? And improving the benefits comprehension by helping them understand their benefits package more. Let's look at this. What does this say? Right? This is a very fancy way. Let me make the writing bigger too so y'all can really see it. What does this say? This says that I was supposed to be making sure that every single time they got a hiring cycle, that I give them their benefits and all that stuff. Because remember, on her resume, what she said was, this is what she said, right? She said that her job, oh, too high. Okay, too high, 18. So she said that her job was to support the new hires by applying and just giving them their benefits presentation, processing their information, and making sure that their employment verification is complete. Right? But we moved her into the older sister snitch role. Right? She's not just giving out the onboarding. No, I analyzed our trends, realized that we're doing 60 each time. So I used some of our HR platforms, which was Slack. And instead, I was able to give them a benefits presentation on Slack. And they were able to understand their benefits a lot more. And it was still in compliance with our federal policies. Yes, Tracy, what they did and the results. What did you do? Why did you do it? And what was the results? I know Sarita fancy as hell, right? This is how she's able to analyze this process and look for trends. She has industry knowledge, right? This allowed her to skip the line. Sin, what do you mean by skipping a line? What I mean is her title is HR specialist. Specialist is entry level, right? Entry level. Entry level. So she was getting paid at the bottom of the pyramid. She's entry level. But as an analyst, what happens is you get to move up the ranks because you sit next to director dad, right? Daddy wants to plan stuff out. Daddy got ideas about how to put stuff into place. Daddy got ideas on how to make decisions. And it's really good for director dad to have some reports and research already done for him so he can go straight into this. So, what does that mean? Where do they sit on the company structure, Sid? Well, they are individual contributors. So they're here. So they're not part of a team. They don't manage a team. They never manage a team. They're never managing anybody. They are paid to find problems and come up with solutions. They're getting paid for how they think, while director dad is getting paid to think. Right? So director dad had to make the decision whether or not we was whooping Tracy ass out there, shaking her little butt on the trying to go visit that boy. Now, did older sister say, Daddy, what you supposed to do? You need to go down there to the school, wait at the bus stop, and when you see our sister, you go ahead and you whoop her ass. No, she just gave insight so he can make a decision. She researched, she reviewed, and she reported so that director dad can make a decision. Sometimes she even reports to mommy manager so that she can make a decision. But her job is to snitch you guys off so that we can make a decision. Exactly, Sarita. She may give you some solutions. She might be like, ooh, Daddy, you know what you should do? You should catch her up. Right? She can do that. Now, you don't got to believe me. We can look and see what are the duties of an analyst. If you guys think Sin is making this way too fucking simple, well, let's see. Okay, wowzers. What does a data analyst core duties involve? Collecting data, processing it, reviewing it, researching it, right? To identify what the hell is going on so someone else can make the decisions. Right? Now, she may got a screenshot. Right? She might say, Daddy, I saw their group chat and they always ditch on this year. Right? And then she communicates that over to other people so that they can do what? Make decisions. Right? They're gathering data from a lot of different places. Right? Data collection. She got a whole folder called Let's Snitch on April 2025 edition. Right? She analyzed it and interpreted it. Daddy, I saw her location on Snapchat. I geomapped it. This is what that means. Right? This is what you got to do. And I noticed that she ain't nowhere near that school. Right? Then she gonna give it to him in a report. She gonna communicate that over to daddy director or manager mom. Right? Now, data cleaning and transformation. She gotta look at a budget. She might be looking at Snapchat, Instagram. Okay, she gotta go through all these posts. Okay, this one, no, this, she don't need this one. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. Right? And then she gotta put it in a way to where other people understand it. Now, She's going to communicate what she found. It don't matter if daddy know how to use that telephone or not. It is the older sister's job to be able to communicate that over, right? And to understand needs and implement solutions. Now, she may talk to mommy manager to do what? To understand why we shouldn't be sneaking out and to say what she decides will be a good idea. But other than that, she is not there to be mommy manager and she cannot make a decision. She can't put her sister on punishment, can she? She can't. Okay. Thank you, Lauren. I tend to think I am one. Thank you. Okay. I can't be scared about on this job hunt for the fear anyway. That's how. Oh, hi, Harzies and Zale. Now, does everyone understand what an analyst is now? Who feels like they like, oh my God. Makiba says she wants to be the sugar mama. Maybe you want to be the analyst. Maybe you want to do the research, figure out what the fuck is going on, and give it to somebody else to do it. Right? Now, how much do the analysts make? They usually make about double the amount of the entry-level person. And so what we do is we take people just like this raggedy ass resume that was sent in to us, and we look at how many years of industry knowledge and insight you have in order to move you into a place to where your insights will be valuable. Right? Why do we do it that way? Because the snitch can only snitch if she know who to snitch on, what to snitch about, and how to communicate that in a way that is understanding. So a lot of times you guys have entry-level jobs, but industry insight and experience. And we don't move people just based off titles at Black on the Job. We move people based off duties and industries. If you've been working as a patient coordinator for 10, 15 years at a hospital, or you're a CNA or you're an LVN, you have historical knowledge that allows for what? You have historical knowledge that allows for decision makers to do strategic planning because you can forecast and help with risk analysis based off what you report. You are the person that gets paid on how you find problems and how you think. But the director actually has to do the thinking. Lead is a made-up title. Lead does not exist in a company structure. And lead is a made-up title that's really supposed to be in management. And they give people title like leads in order to underpay them because lead is not a real title. Okay? So if I got to do some planning, but big sister has researched California, looked up some homes we can buy, looked up the school systems, and put in certain activities based off Sarita's liking, and then gives that over to Director Dad. Director Dad can make a decision on which house to buy and what neighborhood to move in. Makes sense, right? Now, y'all ask for CEO. Y'all not gonna like it. Okay. All right. Should we do CEO tonight? Let's see. Oh, you guys are y'all been telling me my lie. I want to let y'all know we had a bad review on Google. Someone said that our lies were too long. I do want to say that I want to say kiss my motherfucking ass, but it was a public Google review, so we couldn't say that. So let me know if y'all want to do CEO. Or if y'all want to wait till next week to do CEO. Yep, Tracy, misleading. Oh, I'm going to have to use that one. CEO is grandma and grandpa. They are. They are. Sarita, I promise you. I want to tell him to kiss my ass, but I didn't do so. I didn't do so. Now, yes, analysts get paid quite a bit more. So for this client, RB, we moved them into a human capital analyst. Now, let's read their fancy ass professional summary because I'm not even going to lie. The writer did his big one with this one. I swear to God. The writers at Black on the Job, I swear to God, they did a big one. So let me read the professional summary. Makiba, I don't know why they took to Google to put that bullshit up in there. I was like, what? So let's look at the professional summary. So this is for Miss Lady, right? Who was an HR specialist. Where's her title, right? She's all the way at the bottom, entry level. And we moved her into human capital analyst. Sin, what in the world is that? A human capital analyst is a person who's doing all of the recruiting and talent management for a company, right? So they're doing with the entire human capital. Rizzo, very good question. Her before resume, she came in with a salary of 52,000. She's currently making 91. And this is based off of her new resume, and she got a role as a human capital analyst. Okay? So I'm going to read to you what this says. No, Makiba, because they said that's bullying. So this says impact-driven strategist with a talent for transforming workforce analytics into actionable insights that optimize HR operations and enhance organizational performance. What does it say? This says that, look, I'm here to get you results. What I do is I look at how your employees are currently working. I'm be looking at how many employees you have, what they do. You know, are they working enough hours? Are they not working enough hours? Are their performances good? What's not good? And I'm going to clarify all that with you. You let me know what time they clock in. You let me see their performance reviews. You let me listen to a couple of their calls, and I can work with your HR team to make sure that we got some smooth systems around here, that we got the right amount of people on shifts when they're supposed to be on shifts. And I'll make sure that you ain't paying them for no reason and that they're performing at the level that they need to perform at. What I do is I like to look at the nitty and the motherfucking gritty. I'm sharp with that shit, right? And I'm really good at taking all of your different HR processes. You got this process that they, first warning, second warning, third warning. It's too complicated. There's way too many people here. I also make sure ain't nobody stealing. We ain't going against government regulations. We ain't doing none of that bullshit, right? And the company be running like a smooth oiled machine. HR lady, you ain't got to worry about you trying to, feeling bad because you didn't want to let so-and-so go because, she having a hard time. Nah, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You want to have the data right in front of you so you can make decisions. Boom, boom, bam, thank you, man. Right? I'm known for this shit. When I come up in this thing, y'all get processes done better. You're able to actually plan ahead of time. And you're able to understand how you can make sure that the people feel heard, seen, and that we have the right amount of people on the workforce while still making sure that the company is reaching all of their goals. They call me a leader. You feel me? I could do this whether you got a call center or a mom and pop shop. I got the latest and the greatest, baby. AI, you can give A through Z. That's me. But if you got goals of opening up more centers, more companies, more buildings, more businesses, and so you're going to be hiring more and more people, I'm the person that makes sure it's successful. Night, night, Rizal. Okay? That's what that professional summary says. Now, when we're looking at the duties, you damn right that's what she did. This was the cutest one. I thought this was like the cutest little thing. You should have seen her on her intake sheet. She was hot. So apparently the government had it to where it was like 6 different departments, but they all use one email box. And so you got 6 different government departments using one email box. And so she created a color-coded categorization system so that people actually answered the emails. You know, we sitting here, we waiting for our checks and shit. We waiting for our taxes. We didn't email them 1,000 times, but that email went to all these different people. She the one that came up with this little color-coded system. It was so cute. And so they were able to answer our emails instead of in 90 days in 30. Okay? These are the type of duties that she was just in charge of answering the emails. But her going that extra mile to start making it more organized is part of the reason why she got that $40,000 raise. We moved her into the analytical portion. She didn't just answer the emails. She looked at the entire email box, decided how to make this better. She realized there was a problem. She found the problems, and she came up with the solution. Okay? Did that make sense? How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like y'all learning stuff? Sarita, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Sarita. Leave her alone. She went to Black on the job and got her resume done, honey. You should do the same thing. You was sitting up here color-coded shit without a resume. So that's why you didn't get no credit for it. We make sure baby girl got credit. Next time, come to the B team. And you ain't got to worry about not getting credit. Okay? Now, how do we feel? How do we feel, guys? Do we feel like we learned? We learned so much tonight. We learned so much, okay? And these are the type of things that we teach when we have our DIY resume workshop. This is our do-it-yourself resume workshop. Some of y'all need the full services. The website is linked at the bottom, right? So you can get any of our packages and we will do it all for you. If you low on cash, but you want a BOTJ resume, then you should be right there on the homepage, clicking right here for the DIY workshop so that you can get a BOTJ resume in one day. It is this timing is wrong, Esther. It needs to be 4 hours. It is a 4-hour workshop, I think. It's 3 or 4 hours. We don't stop until everybody's resume is done. But for $50, you're going to be there with all of the resume writers. Let me put it in the comments one more time. You'll be here with all the resume writers. Here. You'll be here with all the resume writers. Learning how to craft your resume. We give you the template. We give you guide sheets. It's live. And you will write your resume right there with the top resume writers in the country for $50. You're writing it yourself. Okay? Now, we can write it for you. You can always have it written for you. Now, Esther is still in the room. Oh, but we go over. And she'll let you know how many tickets are left. Now, all of our packages include resume services and interview services and career services. Every single one. The difference between pricing is how much LinkedIn help do you want. But if you're like, Sam, the economy, I can't do that right now, then you should be attending our $50 DIY resume workshop. Okay? That's it, $50. $50 and you have a BOTJ resume. Now, you might be thinking, well, Sam, I don't know if this is even going to be like, how do I know if this is even going to be worth my time? I don't know if it's going to be worth my time. I feel you, girl. That's why you ain't got to believe me. You can go right here to the bottom where it says Google reviews, and you can look at the 871 4.5-star Google reviews yourself. You see, I'm so grateful I use BOTJ. okay? Federal services, you can look at the reviews yourself, okay? Because we do this. We ain't got over 800 reviews for no reason. This is what we 10 left. Okay. Okay, y'all on your own. Now, last rule. Now, y'all know the rule. Y'all not going to get no honey from Amy and Sin if y'all don't go to our Instagram page. Esther, how do I go to the Instagram? Oh, here it goes. Oh, Instagram won't play whole games. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, let me do it again. Instagram. Go to our Black on the Job Instagram. Like some shit. Comment some shit. Get some shit. You can get y'all career climbers. You get planners. Go to our Instagram. You're supposed to be liking and commenting. I want to see some likes and comments. And don't treat me like no one night stand. Okay? You can't treat me like no one night stand. Y'all need to treat me like y'all love me. Make some love on the page. Share some shit. Comment. Y'all just be like. This ain't no, no hit it and quit it. This not no tap. Stop tapping it. Make some love to the page. Y'all know the rules. We should not have none of these pages with only 1 or 0 comments. I want to see y'all comments. Y'all know y'all not getting this training anywhere else for free. Yes, we have an Instagram page. Yes, Shay. Y'all get a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh, Esther says it's only 10 tickets. Y'all try to get y'all tickets. Y'all need to be, I want to see, it's over 100,000 of y'all here. Y'all just be hitting and quitting. It's like y'all like the 1 minute man. Stop being a 1 minute man. Let's have a full night. You get what I'm saying? A few comments, a little, a little kiss, a little comment. Tell me my ass look good. Go in there and say, I like this post. Okay? Y'all just running in raw. It's dry, quick. I don't want no quickie. Okay? I want y'all to comment 2 to 3 comments, share some stuff, like some stuff, follow the page. Okay, Laura, you know where to go. Y'all know it's worth it. Pick some, do something. I'm so happy you guys like today. Okay? And I need to figure out how we can get more of our bees to come to our Wednesday nights. So tomorrow I'm going to be sending out an email. Make sure you guys are on the email newsletter list. Okay? Because y'all be missing all the goodies. I'll be trying to figure out why y'all don't go and get all the goodies. I don't know what's going on. Y'all know that right here on the page on our website, if you click right here where the honey drops are, you get all this free stuff. You get a free Canva guide. You get free roles that you can apply to. Where's our Canva guide at? Yeah, you get free Canva guide. You also get, Esther, where's that journal at? Y'all got a free journal? Yeah, you get a free journal right here. We got a nice journal. All you got to do is click on there. Y'all got a whole bunch of free resources on here and how to get on YouTube, which I need to start moving towards. Right? Y'all got everything y'all need. Y'all need to be looking at the website. Now, okay, Sarita, I was thinking that you guys weren't getting the notifications. That's why I'm going to start sending out the emails. So make sure you're on the newsletter list. We have a magazine that comes out every month. All types of stuff. Exactly, Tia. Cuddle time. It's cuddle time. Right, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's 9:48. So it's already 9:48 on the East Coast. So we need to go ahead and shut this down. Esther says y'all got 10 more tickets for the DIY workshop. Do as you may. Friday, people get paid. You can even after pay. You can pay something like $10 tonight and get that DIY workshop, okay? You even got a LinkedIn workshop. But just like I broke it down to you guys in an hour, you'll be doing that, plus you'll be writing. You have a BOTJ resume in 1 day, okay? So show us some love, and I'll see you guys next week. Love, joy, and honey, guys. Bye. And we need to get our song. Esther, we need to figure out how to get them the song and stuff, too, because we didn't even figure that one out.